The cop asked me to step out of my Jeep and he made me walk a straight line at 6:30 in the morning. Happy Saturday everyone and welcome to Story Saturday. Today I'm sharing my first ever experience of getting pulled over. So it was a summer right after I graduated from high school. I was 18 years old. I had a blue 1994 Jeep Wrangler, and I also was a manager at a Pizza Hut that was about 25 miles away from my house. I don't remember the exact day of the week that this happened. All I know was I was working the day before I worked a double shift, and then I had to go in to open the next morning. My guess is it was a Friday or a Saturday evening that I had closed the restaurant because I didn't get out of there till about 12 o'clock, and by the time I got home it was 1 o'clock. I only slept for about five and a half hours before I had to get ready and drive back up to work. So I was sitting at this intersection right here. I was in the middle lane and there was a state cop kind of diagonal behind me on the passenger side. When the light turned green, I began to go through the intersection heading to work. I was literally like 5 miles away and the cop puts on the lights and siren and pulls me over. The cop came up to the vehicle, said good morning, and asked me where I was heading. I tell him I'm heading up to work. I explain where I work, and then he asked me for my license and registration. At that point, I reached into my wallet, and at that time I had kept my bank card right behind my ID, and I ended up pulling out my ATM card instead of my ID, and when I reached in my glove box to pull out my registration, instead of the registration I pulled out a receipt for the tires that I had just got for my Jeep. Handing both of these to the guy, he sits there and stares at them for what felt like eternity before he hands them back and says, I don't know what you expect me to do with these. So I apologize. I ended up giving him my license and registration. He goes back to his car, comes back out and asks me if I had anything to drink this morning or the night before, which I replied no. He says, you don't look impaired, but just because of the whole thing where you just gave me completely wrong stuff, I'd like you to step out of the vehicle and walk this straight line, please. And I ended up getting out of the car. It was like 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, and there I was on the side of the road walking the straight yellow line, like trying not to fall over, trying to prove that I was not impaired, which I wasn't. The guy ended up telling me the reason he eventually stopped me, or the reason that he actually stopped me, was because the inspection sticker on my vehicle had expired, and it was something along the lines of I had just switched over insurance companies and the plates had switched over on the vehicle, so I had to get a new inspection sticker. I didn't know this at the time, and I never got a new inspection sticker, but that was the original reason he pulled me over. He never gave me a ticket or anything. He just said, go get it inspected on Monday morning, or whenever it was, go get it inspected as soon as possible. But anyways, that is the first time that I got pulled over. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the story by hitting the thumbs up button. Comment down below. Let me know your first ever experience getting pulled over, and if you did something stupid during it. I'll see you guys on Monday for My Tech Monday. Peace.